Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know where you're watching from. Thank you for joining. Join me. Let's go on this journey of healing. We have this plan today that I have been willing to talk about. Please share this live if you're just joining us. Drop a comment below if you want to be healthy as an African or an African woman. Please join me. Let's go on this journey of healing. These African indigenous medicines, we are here with this plan that we call Fern plan. Fern plan. In Twi language, we call it Meya. If you have been using this plan, just drop a comment below. This plan you see, it grew neither on top of dead or alive palm tree or in the forest on top of tree, that dead trees or alive trees. Some of the fern that you see, it grew on the ground as well. So, but the one I have today and the one I want to talk about today is the one that grew on top of palm tree. That is the one I really make out time to talk about because we are Africans. All these things in those good days were used by our ancestors and they were healthy and they were strong. If you come across somebody that have been complaining of tuberculosis, lung cancer, or maybe lung infection, this plan, this Fen plan, or bronchitis, this Fen plan can be of help to you. Or maybe somebody that is suffering from respiratory problem, you cannot breathe very well in the night, you cannot sleep very well in the night. This plan is so amazing. So you can be able to use this plan to treat asthma, to treat cough or cold, or maybe chest congestion, or maybe respiratory problems. You cannot breathe well in the night, or maybe heart related problems. This plan is so amazing for those kind of things. We have a lot of benefit that you see this plant. It grow on top of dead trees or on top of dead palm trees or on top of dead trees in the forest. So if you know this plant, drop a comment below. If you are just joining us, share this live. If you have been following us, share it. If you have not yet followed us on all our social media handle, try all means possible to follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. Join me. Let's go on this journey of healing. Just look for natural honey together with a fern plant. It actually grew on the ground and it grew as well on top of dead palm trees and alive palm trees. So harvest the one that is growing on top of maybe dead palm trees or maybe alive palm trees. This plant you see, it have physical and then spiritual protection. It can treat you physically and it can still protect you spiritually. Those of you that are suffering from spiritual problem, maybe you are making love but in the dream, you are eating in the dream all the time, you are getting terrible nightmare. This plant can do some of those things, or maybe generational curses. This plant can break those kind of curses. But today, we are not going to talk about the spiritual benefit of this plant. We are going to talk about how you can use it to treat bronchitis, how you can use it to prevent asthma or to treat asthma, or somebody that is suffering from tuberculosis or chest pain or lungs infection or lungs problem. Those of you that are chronic smokers, I tell you one thing, this Fern plant is going to be of help to you because the way I want to explain here today, when you take it, it detox your lungs and your liver, giving your whole body overall well-being. So I'm coming to talk about how are you going to use it. Please harvest this fern plant in a dead palm tree or a live palm tree. Don't harvest the one that is growing on the ground, harvest the one that is growing on top of the palm tree, in, wash it to be clean, remove out the leaves, just the leaves from the fern. These are the leaves. Then you dry it in a cold, dry place for lungs cancer, chest pain, chest congestion, asthma, bronchitis, or maybe tuberculosis. Just dry it in a cold, dry place. Once you dry it in a cold, dry place, it get dry. You crush into organic powder. Once you crush the plant into organic powder, every morning you boil water 1 teacup. You fish the powder 1 teaspoon. Then you mix it with natural honey, 1 tablespoon of natural honey for chest pain, for chest congestion, for somebody that is suffering from asthma. Do this therapy. You are going to call me later. You are going to call me later. This plan is so amazing that it have a lot of benefit. It can protect you from getting heart attack, or those of you that are having heart related diseases. This plan, it can protect the heart and it can protect the lungs as well. It's so amazing that we have this plant growing in Africa wildly without cultivation. The creator have already created us with plants, trees that can protect our environment and heal us from diseases. But because we don't want to put nature into consideration, that's the reason why we are sick. That's the reason why I always talk about the plants that we know that our ancestors have been using to heal lung cancer, heal asthma, cough, or maybe chest pain or chest congestion. Chronic smokers, this plant is very, very good for you guys. Please join me. Let's go on this journey of healing. This African indigenous medicines, if you know somebody that is suffering from stomach ulcer, peptic ulcer, or maybe gastric ulcer. Sometimes you feel ulcer from the chest right down to your back. This plan can be of help to you. How are you going to use it? It's very, very common, but not common the way you see it. That's the reason why they say no knowledge in this life is a waste. Learning, you see, it's a continual process. We learn every day. All these things I always talk about. Maybe you know them, but you neglect them. You doesn't use them. Put them into consideration. No trial, no testimony. Only a trial will convince you. We African, we are blessed with plenty, but with hunger in the midst of plenty. So if somebody want to treat stomach ulcer, peptic ulcer, gastric ulcer, look at the leaf of this plant. If you count this leaf, 111 up to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 leaves, can just harvest the 10 leaves in the morning for stomach ulcer. If you cannot get the fresh one, you can always get the dry organic powder, dry it, and then you boil water and use it as a tea. But if it is growing at your doorstep or growing behind your house, you have palm trees behind your house, and that peptic ulcer have been disturbing you for years now, and you want to eliminate it, wash it. Make sure the 10 leaves are clean in the morning. Wash it, make sure the 10 leaves are clean, and make sure you use warm water, because all these plants are exposed to airborne bacteria. So we need to disinfect it should in case of any bacteria. So when you wash it, it is clean, then you can chew it in the morning. Look at the plan here. Pen plan. Stomach ulcer, for chest ulcer, for gastric ulcer. But if it is bronchitis, asthma, tuberculosis, chest congestion, make sure you dry it in a cold, dry place and take it as a tea with natural honey. But if it is ulcer, after chewing it, you get your water, then push it down. Push it down in the morning. In the morning you do, in the evening you do it. Before you know, that peptic ulcer, that gastric ulcer, that you feel pain from the chest to the back, it become a history. It become a history. And this thing is growing around your environment. free of charge. We are blessed as a people, but we hunger in the midst of plenty. Why? Because we don't want to put nature into consideration. And if you know somebody that is suffering from, maybe you have been battling with high blood pressure, it can still be of help to you. These plants are all growing around our environment, are all common plants, and you can harvest this one growing on the palm tree. When you plant it on the ground, it's going to still grow. When you get a pot, you plant it in your house, you realize that when you plant it, it will be growing. So all these things are all common things that I talk about, that you see them on daily basis. If your blood pressure is high, use this plant, a dry organic powder. It can regulate your blood pressure to be normal. And when you are using it, make sure you do a lot of exercise. Not that you are going to be jogging, no. You can just remove your slippers, walk around your house like 3 to 5, 10 minutes every morning while consuming this plant. Your blood pressure will come down to normal. All these things are growing around our environment. Fern plant is so beneficial that it has a lot of benefit. We as African, we are blessed with plenty, but we hunger in the midst of plenty without cultivation on top of a palm tree. The dead palm tree or the alive palm tree, it grows on top of the palm tree without cultivation. So see what you are going to do. And you are not going to just use the leaves. For somebody with partial stroke, mild stroke, or stroke itself, or symptoms of stroke has been coming, and stroke comes as a result of your blood pressure is high. Blood cannot actually flow up to your brain, and this plant promote blood circulation in the brain and promote blood circulation in the entire body. That's the reason why most people are suffering from these things today, because they don't have the knowledge of all these plants. That's the reason why we organize this platform to reach out to you guys so that we can reintroduce nature to Africans, because these things were created by our Creator to heal the nation, not to heal just me and you, but the entire nation. So all these things are all common things, but they are not common the way we see them. The knowledge behind these things, that is why I am here to give you those secret, that later when you use it, on my comment section, people that have been using it, they have been dropping comment below. Your own case will never be different. So join me, let's go on this journey of healing. So you are going to harvest it the way I harvest my own, uproot it with the, for my stroke, for partial stroke, you want to prevent it, or maybe you have already getting symptoms of it. You have already getting symptoms of it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? This is a season of mangoes. Mangoes are always, every single day, they are always falling off. Mangoes are always falling off every single day. You can look at the one that just fell off this morning. So mangoes are always falling off every single day. So get the plant from the root right down to the leaf, wash it, slice it into pieces, dry it in your house in a cool, dry place. When it get dry, then you are going to boil water, put it into the boil water, and when you put it into the boil water, every morning, warm it, and then drink. A person that is suffering from that stroke, my stroke, partial stroke, drink it in the morning, and make sure the person do exercise. Drink it. It will promote blood circulation to the brain, promote blood circulation to the entire body, and then help you to get relief from that stroke. Please, guys, if you have used this plan, drop a comment below. If you know this plan, drop a comment below. So please don't forget to subscribe to all our social media handle. Join me. Let's go on this journey of healing. This African indigenous medicines. See you this evening talking about kidney stones, talking about gallbladder ketones, how you can dissolve them in the body. So don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to share to friends and family. Join me. Let's go on this journey